What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm out here with my buddy Dylan.
How are you doing, guys?
Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today we're doing an unboxing of the mystery tackle box. We're just going to pretty much review these baits. If you guys get a box every single month, you'll actually get these baits that we're going to hold up here in a second. But it's a really good box this month, so we're just going to talk about them, give our opinion about how I would throw these baits, how I'd rig them up, where I'd fish them at. You're going to do the same, so just kind of go back and forth and talk about some of these baits. This is the box right here, guys, mystery tackle box. If y'all don't know what they do, you get a box every single month with pretty much all these new baits. I mean, it's just a really good thing to get. This is the box right here, guys. First look at it. It looks pretty good. What you think?
Oh yeah, looks good.
It's got some good stuff in it. Let's see what we're going to start with first.
I'm going to start with this guy right here.
You want to start with that?
Yep.
Good.
This is the Lunker Hunt prop frog. And what's so unique about this frog right here is, unlike most topwater frogs, it has a paddle like these legs right here.
Like a whopper plopper.
Yeah, they kind of spin around on the top of the water. So that's a really unique bait right there. Obviously, you would throw this in the morning when the topwater bite is pretty good. Unlike most frogs, though, these back legs here, they do spin around and create more action, kind of like a propel type action on the top of the water. It's a very unique bait. It's just a basic grayish black yellow belly frog, and honestly, I can't wait to get this out on the water. This looks great.
If you guys want to get this bait in the mail, one, it's a topwater frog, so if you see it has the 2 top hooks right there. So this bait is weedless, so you can throw it in lily pads, grass, anything you want to. Don't forget that the hookup ratio is going to be pretty tough, so I always throw braid if I'm throwing any type of topwater. Spooks are different and stuff, but for a frog, I like throwing it with braid. It's got a trailer hook on it too, so you can pretty much, you got a better chance of hooking up, because like I said, probably out of the 10 bites you get, you might catch 2 of them. They really have to come up and actually choke this bait pretty good. And for a rod, I would just go with the heavy guys. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Get a meat stick. You wanna make sure those hooks get through, because like I said, it's a hard bait. But a prop frog, it's pretty much. I'm not a big fan of the plopper, but I'll throw a frog over a plopper, and this is pretty much 2 in 1. So it's actually been pretty good. I hope that we can actually get some good bites. Most of the time, you throw a frog, it's really subtle, guys. It's a slow bait, but it can produce really big. But when you're throwing a moving bait like this, you can have an option now. This is a moving bait now, so you can swim this, you can kind of prop it down. That's why it's a prop frog. So I think it's gonna be really good, dude.
It's always good to use a faster reel too, because a lot of times fish will take you under, and you got to catch up to them before you can set the hook. So that faster gear ratio reel, that's always going to help out too when you're throwing topwater.
We'll crank them in a lot faster.
All right, guys. So next up in the box, we got a little Booyah popper. And this is just a basic. It looks like a little cream color with the little natural stripes on it. So one thing that's really unique about this popper is it has a bill on the front, so you can kind of swim it, but it also has that open mouth so you can pop it. Honestly, I would throw this just about any time I would throw a popper or a crankbait. It's very versatile. You can throw it just about whenever.
I haven't seen something like that, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty unique.
I've never seen a topwater popper with the bill. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look at that. It's literally looks like a little crankbait, pretty much, but it's a popper. This is one thing about mystery tackle box. Y'all can get baits that you really wouldn't buy, and I haven't even. I'm a big fisherman, y'all know that. I haven't even seen something like this yet. So to get this in my hands and to go out there and use it, you never know how this bait's going to handle, and it could be better than average popper. So yeah, that's really cool. I really haven't seen something like that. So we'll say you can probably swim this popper and pop it at the same time. It probably nosedives a little bit. It's gonna be unique, dude. It's like a little subsurface little bait.
Oh yeah.
But for setup, y'all, you don't have to throw something like the frog rod. You can probably get you a 7.3, 7.2 medium heavy.
Yeah, any medium heavy, really.
When you're throwing treble hooks, guys, it doesn't take much to get that hook in them. So
they have moderate fast at least. Yeah. You still kind of want a fast tip, but either one.
14 to 17 pounds. I throw trialing. That's my favorite line out there. But you don't have to go too heavy with this. And plus, this bait's probably only 1.5, 2 inches, so it's not going to take much for these bass to eat this. But color, everything's good on the dude. It's a good bait.
All right, so next up in this month's box, we got the Reaction Strike Ranger. This is just a basic little crankbait. It almost has kind of like a perch design on it. And I'm going to let Peter do the talking on this one because he loves these.
All right, guys, so first impression on this bait, if y'all can actually see that little bill, it's not like a D2, it's nothing like that. It's an average little shallow diving crankbait. It looks like a little perch for the pattern. It's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of blue in it. I'll throw this for probably clear water. I wouldn't go too murky with this because actually it's a pretty clear bait, but it's got a unique bill to it. It's something different. That's what's cool about crankbait, y'all. Every single bait, every single bill, they can all be shaped different, and it could be a tighter wobble, a wider wobble, dive deeper, shallower. They have so much to them. So this bait actually could, I would throw this probably during spawn. They actually probably do good in the spawn too, chasing it.
Post spawn too.
I'm gonna take this bait at the box so y'all can see it, because Really want y'all to see this bill. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty bait.
Oh yeah,
that
it's
really
got a little
is.
bit of blue on the bottom too.
100% clear water, and it's got one rattle or two.
I think it's one big one.
Yeah, it's got one big rattle.
Yeah.
So to be honest, with the one rattle, I'm pretty sure this one will wobble pretty close. It's a pretty bait, dude. It's not big, probably only about, the bait itself is about 1 inch, but with the bill and all, it's probably about 1.5. Yeah, it's a clear water bait though. It's pretty cool, man. Shallow diving crankbait. It's something I'm gonna pick up this brand, the Reaction Strike Ranger. So if y'all ever heard of that brand, I would definitely check this out. The bait looks pretty solid. Looks like there's gonna be contact. With crankbaits, any kind of bait, you can be throwing these around rocks, logs, anything. So they get beat up, I promise y'all that.
One thing too, the quality, because I know, for me at least, I break my bills on my crankbaits a lot, especially if I'm fishing around bridges, pilings, and stuff like that. I'm so clumsy. I bust my bills. The quality of this is actually very, very sturdy. It seems like it's pretty solid. It's a very well-made bait.
It looks pretty solid, dude. Really, there's not many when I go buy all my crankbaits. There's always such a wide selection, guys, about color and all. And this is probably the best clear water bait I've probably seen.
All right, so next up in this month's box, we got the Big O's Game Changer baits. And honestly, first impression, they're kind of just like some big grubs. There's not really a whole lot of detail they got. Let's open it up for you. It's actually on the top, but honestly, you can throw these on the back of jigs. You can put them, you can Texas rig these. I mean, they're pretty versatile. They almost look like a little tadpole.
That's all I was about to say, like a little tadpole.
Like a little tadpole bait. I said grub at first, but now that I open it up,
it's a tadpole.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It imitates a tadpole.
It's really cool when you get baits like this, because I call this a creature bait. This would go in my creature bait box. And to be honest, it's a thick mold. It really is. This is a heavy soft plastic. So when you have them this heavy, you can honestly throw this weightless. It's probably really killer, to be honest. Look at this tail, dude. If y'all gonna go fish a big lake that you know has a bunch of big bass in it, if you're gonna throw a big jig, this is a giant trailer. If you're gonna throw somewhere finesse, this could be thrown weightless. It's got a lot of potential, to be honest, dude.
Yeah.
And it's scented. It's got some strong scent to it. But
it does have some strong scent.
But it's a thick mold. I mean, y'all look at how thick that is. It's a heavy bait, so I could throw this. I'm curious to see if this would do good weightless.
Yeah, around the spawn too.
Oh yeah, the spawn,
How
dude.
shallow. Those tadpoles are starting to come out.
That tail's gonna make them mad.
Oh yeah, that would kill.
All right, y'all. Next little bait we got in this box is the hammer stick. Y'all correct me if I'm saying that wrong. I think it's hammer stick. Small little package. Open this thing up. Stink.
Yeah.
The old French fry.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's bad. Off the first thing, it's like you said, small fluke.
Yeah.
Be a good drop shot bait for sure. Got some yellow, black,
glitter.
Yeah, like a little glitter sparkle in it. It's not bad. You can see the little slit. This could be used for a Texas rig. I mean, this is honestly finesse bait all the way.
Drop shot, for sure.
Yeah, drop shot. Sometimes I even throw a Texas rig smaller than this, so this could be a small little Texas rig bait, but it would be a finesse bait for me 100%.
There's a little size comparison. It's about the body is about the same size as my index finger. And the tail obviously adds a little bit of length to it, but it's a very small finesse bait, and I would use it definitely for drop shotting.
Got some yellow and some sparkles in it, so this could be used for clear and murky water. 5 come in a bag though, so balance of the soft plastic. I always like to test this too. It's pretty durable. You know, some soft plastic rip the first fish. Seem pretty strong and they stink bad.
That is the hammer stick, Lucky John exclusive.
Next one we got up is a little mustache, little bucktail. I really don't fish with these much, but I know you can troll with them. They're good for striper, jigging, any kind of deep water. Honestly, I've seen people catch trout, and there's a lot of things you can do with this bait, but I don't really use them for bass fishing that much.
Yeah, they're good baits, but you'll never catch me with one tied on. It's just me personally. But
yeah, it's a weird bait. I mean, you can look at the size of the head. I mean, I would definitely jig this bait, but one thing about any type of bait that has that skirt that has that hair-like, I think, you know what's actually cool about this? Most of these baits, they're like horsehair, like horsetail, yeah. So, looks like a strong bait. We'll take it out and look at it. But off the bat, yeah, it's got that fur-like, it's coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
Fur-like little tail. It's a thick hook, thick jig head. It's a beefy little bait right here, but people troll with them for striper, and I know striper would probably kill it.
See, the only thing, this is one of the main reasons I don't throw this, is because if I put this in one of my boxes and it's not well knit together and well banded at the top, these strings come right out.
Yeah.
And for me, I can't take that because then I got to take everything out. It's not my kind of bait, but people do catch a lot of fish on it, so I guess it's a good thing to add in the box.
Definitely a trolling bait. I think that's what I would use it for the most, but it's built well. It takes a lot of work to keep all those little hairs, and they have to really tie, what is it,
It's like a wire.
Yeah, like a wire string. They put like a little wax coating over it, but it's a good bait, good color, a little shad imitation.
We'll let Peter use that one. I'm not using that one.
All right, y'all, this is gonna be the last bait in this box, and this is by far my favorite bait so far. So I opened this box and I saw this, I was like, you gotta do something with this. This is a larva, and it's, out of all of this is the creature bait right here, y'all. And purple is one of my favorite colors to throw. Purple is a great color for finicky bass. It's not really a bait in color they see that much, so by far, this has got to be one of my favorite. It looks good. I'm gonna take one out.
Pressured ponds too, like he was saying. A lot of bass don't see a lot of purple. Pressured ponds where people are fishing constantly with natural colors. Purple really throws them off, and you will get a lot of reaction bites off of it.
I think it was my second challenge. Y'all go watch it, by the way. It's on my channel. This is my second little finesse challenge I did, and it was with the same exact brand, but they were this big, super, super small. But this was the same exact style creature bait they had, and now we have them in the 4.5 inch. That's what it is here, 4.5 inch. It's good purple. It's got purple, silver, and blue sparkles in it. I just want y'all to look at that. That's a pretty bait right there. Sure, I would throw this on a little Texas rig, even a giant Ned rig. I mean, I would just go for it all.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique bait because the top half where the body is very, very heavy. It's very dense, and then when you get down to this ribbed body right here, it lightens up. So it kind of has that natural hang to it. So if you were to put that on a Ned rig, it would kind of sit down like this, and the tail would just hang and flop around because it's so light. So you would get a lot of reaction bites off of that. It's a very, very unique, well-made bait.
It's stuff like this that y'all want to have in your tackle box. Brush hogs, crawls, it's all a common bait, but when a bass sees something like this is literally, it's like a big dragonfly to them. Like, it could be anything, and then it's just, once again, it's a thick mold, so even throwing this weightless, you can do. It's a good bait. I'm definitely going to be doing something with this. And it's scented. It's got a strong scent to it.
Yeah, every single soft plastic we got in this month's box was scented, so I guess they're starting to catch on to that a little bit.
I just want to state something about scented. People think they have all these scents, and you spray them on, it's going to help you catch more fish. That's not entirely true. Some scents, can do something really good. You never know what's going to be made in the future, but a scent is made when they put a scent in the bait. It's made for the fish not to hit the water, smell the bait, and swim to it. A scent is what makes a bass hold on longer. So some of those finicky bites, when you feel a bite and you go to pull up on and feel it, and he drops it, they'll spit it. The sense is when they bite down on this soft plastic, it makes them hold on longer. So on an average fish, you get them to hold on for about 2 to 3 seconds. Some of these scents right here, you can get them to hold on for about 10 seconds. So
just enough.
Just enough. If you're not too sure about that bite, scents help. But that's the end of this video so far with all the baits in the box. I just want to state my best and favorite bait I unboxed today was definitely the little larva. It's gonna put in work. I can promise y'all that.
Mine was definitely that prop frog. There's just something about that frog for me because I'm a big frog fisherman. I love frogs. I throw frogs all the time. But that extra action on the back with that trailer hook, that's gonna, man, I can't wait.
It's gonna do something. I can tell y'all that.
I love that.
See your baits right here, boy. I'm telling you, it's gonna do something.
Could be a challenge. That could be a challenge right there,
That could be a challenge. Y'all just comment down below. You guys know the drill. I'm up for a challenge, dude.
I'm up for a challenge.
Let's get it. But alright guys, these are all the baits that came in the box. I think it's 7 baits total and 6 or something. Yeah, no, 6.
Around 6 or 7, yeah.
But it was a good box, y'all. We're definitely gonna do something with this. And I highly recommend getting with Mystery Tackle Box. Once again, a box every month, loaded with new baits, something y'all wouldn't even pick up. It's always worth giving it a try. I'm happy with this box this month, and we're definitely gonna do something with this.
It's well worth the money, guys.
Yeah.
It's the best way to go.
I know a lot of people, they do the Mystery Tackle Box Slam, but we're gonna do something with all these baits. I plan on doing something with these. We're gonna bring these out to a pond and probably stay at one pond the whole entire day, and literally from dusk to dawn, all these baits cover all those times. We're gonna fish with all these, see how many fish we can catch, how I prefer to use all these baits, and you can't really tell the action until it's in the water, y'all. So good box this month. I'm really happy with it. But alright guys, that's gonna end this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this unboxing. You have fun, dude?
Oh yeah.
It's fun seeing all different new baits. We're definitely gonna have a blast bring these out to the water, but I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you haven't checked out my newest one, just click down here, guys, watch it. There's many more to watch, and if you want to support me in the future, hit the subscribe button down here. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you.